Good morning. Very happy to meet you. Namaste from India. And I would be very happy to felicitate Maldives for the 60th Independence Day, which is coming up on 26th. And also this also marks our 60th anniversary of the diplomatic relations between our two countries. So through you, I would like to convey my best wishes to all your viewers and your readers for the wonderful Independence Day that you're having on 26th July. As I told you, India and Maldives have wonderful relationship. It is geographically we are neighbors. We have had historical relations which dates back to many centuries behind. I mean, there is so much so that in Indus Valley civilization, there is a place called Lothal in Gujarat, from where the Dhonis used to come and go from between India and Maldives. So the seas, the ocean between us is something that has been traversed by all our people for so many years. India is a friend of Maldives, and India has always stood shoulder to shoulder with Maldives, whether it was in terms of any requirement because of natural disasters or anything man-made. We have always been there. So we are democracies, and we understand democracy. There has been absolutely no let down or let up with regard to our relationships, which is based on very solid foundation. Yes, of course, throughout the period, whether it was now or whether it was earlier, we have always maintained very good relationship between people to people. The political relationship has been excellent. We have had various exchanges. The foreign ministries continue to meet with each other. The embassies used to meet with each other, and there has been regular interaction which has always helped us understand each other and proceed further. Our relationship is strong, and I am very happy that it continues to grow. I wouldn't say that it is because of any assistance that our friendship exists. Our friendship is something which India is there for Maldives. We have always been the first responder, whether it was the 1988 coup attempt in 1988, or subsequent the tsunami of 2004, or the water crisis in 2014, COVID, which happened subsequently. And during COVID, we were the only ones who had operated the bubble for tourist movement between our two countries. So, and whether it is the emergency financial assistance that we had extended, to date it is quite a sum. I could say that from 2009 onwards, there are some T-bonds that are existing continuously. We have not changed it. We have given some currency swap, both in dollars and in rupees, to the tune of $400 million and 30 billion rupees. T-bills have been subscribed without any interest for Maldives. We have taken care of the interest payment from Government of India. So our assistance, this is in terms of emergency financial assistance only, but in terms of capacity building, whether it is infrastructure or whether it is people, we have always been there, because our concept is something called as Vasudhaiva Kudumbakam, which means that whole world is one family. When I grow, I would want my neighbors to grow with me. I want my cousins to grow with me. I want my friends to grow with me. India is now today the fourth largest economy in the world, and it is growing at a very good speed of at least 6.5 to 7% per annum as per IMF and other things. The GDP growth is quite strong. At the same time, as part of the global south, we also want our friends, our neighbors to also grow along with us. So we are very happy to share our experiences, technology, and where needed, any direct assistance also. So the relationship is something which is very strong, which is based on solid facts and a solid relationship which has been there for centuries together. So I would not actually focus on a small period of time or any change in that. It is a regular relationship which has been nurtured by our leadership on both sides over a period of many decades, and India continues to be the friend of Maldives. During the COVID period, because of the bubble arrangement that was made between the two countries, India was the largest supplier at that point of time, because nobody else was coming in. So we sustained the tourism sector in Maldives at that time also. Yes, subsequently there has been a dip, and other countries have actually overtaken India in terms of the number of tourists that they are sending. But the figures can speak to themselves, in the sense that last year, in 2024, we had more than 140,000 Indian tourists come in, and this year till June more than 60,000 have come in. By the way, the 1 millionth tourist was an Indian. And there are many Indian companies which are also setting up various tourist resorts. I know of at least another 4 or 5 of them who are constructing new resorts over here. So the flow is quite good. MMPRC has been doing a great job. They have actually appointed Katrina Kaif, one of the leading actresses in India, as the brand ambassador for Visit Maldives. And I'm sure there will be a lot of movement. What one should also be aware of is that Indian tourists travel at a different timing than the international tourists because of the school holidays and because of various other things which happen at different times rather than the apart from the western part of it. So there will be an uptick, and I'm sure that we would certainly be increasing the number of tourists who are coming over here from more than the last year. And in that connection, we are also working on various issues with the government of Maldives between the two countries to have something called as the UPI to come over here, the local currency settlement system, which will further attract Indian tourists to come over here. So I'm very confident that it is going to increase. It's very important visit. Last year, HEP, His Excellency the President, Dr. Mohammad Muiz had visited India for his first state visit. And so this would be a reciprocal visit that we are looking at. And there are various areas, whether it is in terms of capacity development or whether it is in terms of infrastructural development. We are working on various areas, including probably a bilateral investment treaty, terms of reference for the free trade agreement. All these things, these are under negotiations, and I'm sure the relationship will be on a further stronger footing. Every project, every country, every company which is involved in any of the project, it is their aim to finish it within the time that is allocated. And there may be some extraneous circumstances under which there could be some extension that would be sought. But that would be depending on the complexities of the project and the difficulties in terms of logistics and certain aspects of it. We are very confident that we will complete the projects, we will overcome the engineering difficulties, the complexities. For example, GNCP, you said. That is one of the deepest boring that we have done, in the sense that there are navigation areas where channels which had more than 55 meters of water, and then we have to put in another 65 meters of piling beneath the surface. So this is a little unprecedented. It has not been done. And similarly, the navigation segments that are being lifted and put in over there are 260 tons each. So it's a great project. It's a 6.7 kilometer long project and a very economical one, I would say. Yes, there have been certain engineering complexities which have now been overcome, and we are very confident that we should be completing it in a very pristine manner for our Maldivian friends. Similarly, you look at the Addu Road project or any other project. Sometimes it so happens that, for example, a sewage line is to be laid. You will have to also understand that it's a functioning city. So when people are living over there, to put in the sewage line without much disturbance to the occupants of the houses, these are certain things which might push the timeline here and there. But Government of India and Government of Maldives are working together always to ensure that the projects are completed in good condition and in time and with cost effectiveness. Suffice to say that India is a friend of Maldives and will always work in the better and best interests of Maldives. I did mention about some of the emergency financial assistance that has been extended. We have even reduced the debt burden of Maldives by reducing the total amount that would be going out to a debt servicing thing. We have reduced it from $51 million to $29 million by adjustment, in the sense that there was an X amount, only X minus amount was utilized. Instead of the whole X amount being your LOC, we reduced it to X, only the utilized portion, so on and so forth. So these are some of the areas in which we are very conscious of the fact that Maldives will have to have its economy in order, and we are there always as a friend to support. We are neighbors, we will be neighbors, and we are the ones who have been the occupant of Indian Ocean region for eons, centuries and millennia. So it is in our interest that we have we ensure the security of this region, we ensure the exploitation of the resources that are available in the region are done by both the countries equitably, and to ensure that the security and sovereignty of both our countries are intact. So it is very important for us to coordinate and cooperate. There are various areas in which we are working with Maldives in terms of collaboration to ensure that these aspects are occupy the primacy in the relationship and also help each other in maintaining Indian Ocean as an area that belongs to us.